So, you've decided to play Stardew Valley. Great choice. You've no doubt heard that it's an incredible game, with new content being made available even years after release. There's a reason why Stardew has won the hearts of so many people across the world. This cozy farming simulator has the power to absolutely change your life. However, when you first start out with the game, there's going to be a lot of things that can appear overwhelming. You'll be getting a lot of information thrown at you from friends, Reddit, the wiki, and YouTube videos, including this one. To get you started off on the right track, I've put together 11 great tips that will make your Stardew journey easier pretty much from the moment you begin the game. Let's check them out. In your house when you start off, there'll be a television set in the corner. I suggest you don't ignore it. That TV holds the key to a lot of useful information in the game. You'll be able to find out the weather for the following day. You'll also be able to find out what your current fortune is, that's your luck for the day. And finally, there'll be tips on farming or a recipe that you can make. When you're digging around, it's difficult to tell sometimes where exactly you're going to hit the ground. You can change all of that in the options menu of the game, and there's also a lot of other really useful things in there. Select the Always Show tool hit location, and that will tell you where you're about to dig in the ground or what you're about to mine. Additionally, I also like to show advanced crafting information, and there's also an option to set the zoom level in the game, but you can also do that through zoom buttons, which I'll show you in a moment. I also like to lock the toolbar so it doesn't flip from the top to the bottom depending on the screen. And finally, you can take a screenshot of the game wherever you are and set the zoom level for that too. And if you take a look now, there's zoom buttons on the top right hand corner which allows you to zoom in and out. You can also see that we have a toolbar location so we know exactly where we're going to hit the ground. For planting seeds and watering plants, I like to stand in the center of a 9 square box. This means I don't have to move around much and I can reach every single corner around me of those 9 squares. Also, holding down the mouse button means I don't have to keep clicking, I can simply just hold it down and move the mouse. Along with the tool hit location, you'll know exactly where you're watering or digging. Fishing in Stardew Valley is one of the most difficult things for both new and experienced players. It doesn't need to be this hard though, we can make things a little bit easier with a different fishing rod. When you have about 25 gold, you want to head over to Willie's hut and purchase the training rod. What the training rod does is increase the fishing bar on your rod to be equivalent to as if you were level 3. Now, when you try and fish, with an increased fishing bar it's a lot easier to catch fish. This means that you'll be able to level up a lot faster. The limitations of the training rod are that it will only allow you to catch basic fish, so it's no good for the end game. However, at the beginning, it's invaluable. At the start of the game, you're going to spend a lot of time clearing the debris from your farm. You'll notice that it's going to sap you of energy. You might think that when your energy runs out, well that's it, I can't do anything else. But using the Scythe doesn't actually use any energy at all. So you can clear up all the fibre from your farm using the Scythe instead of using a pickaxe or an axe, and it won't cost you any energy at all. Outside PS Shop, next to where you can pick up quests, you'll find that there's a calendar for the valley. That calendar is going to show you the various events that are taking place in that particular season, as well as all the birthdays, and that's very useful when giving gifts. After building a chest, there are a few options made available to you. Firstly, you can toggle the colour picker at the top. You can set the colour of the chest to, well, a number of different options. This helps when you're trying to use different chests to sort different items. I like to use green for farming. You can then organise your chest, which will do an auto sort for you. Finally, and the most useful option, is the add to existing stacks. If you have items in the chest already and you're carrying other items, you can simply click Add to existing stacks. Don't forget to collect your rewards from the options menu. The game doesn't give this to you automatically, so you have to check it. When you get a scarecrow in the game, you're going to notice that you're very easily going to dig it up by accident. To avoid doing this, simply make a wooden plank or any kind of flooring, place that down and then put the scarecrow on top. Did you know that you can get to the community centre from the inventory? You can't actually complete the bundles from this menu, but you can see what items are required and the various bundles. Another great trick that you can actually do from your inventory is you can check which items are required for the community centre. Simply hover over an item, and if you see the community centre icon begin to flash, that means that that item needs to go to the community centre and you haven't added it in yet, so don't sell it. This last one is for those playing multiplayer. Press Y on your keyboard to access the emotions menu. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope to see you again next time.